is this beautiful edge design featuring triangles at the bottom of your work that are a little open in the middle. On this video, I'll teach you how to do the Filet Triangles Edge. I'll be using a 4mm hook and some acrylic yarn size 4. Okay, so for this design, we're going to work it lengthwise, meaning we're going to create the width of the edge first, and then you're going to grow it as long as you want it to be. So begin with a slip knot, and we're going to begin with row 1. For row 1, we're going to start with the chain 12. So 1, 2, 3. $11 and $12. Let me just quickly recount these. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, and now we're going to begin by doing 1 double crochet into the 4th chain from the hook. So you skip 1, 2, 3. Into the 4th one, do a double crochet. Now we're going to do 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 chains. So into the next chain, 1 double crochet. Into the next one, 1 double crochet. Now we're going to chain 2 and do 1 double crochet into the same chain as the last double crochet. So into that same chain you worked your last double crochet into, do another double crochet. Now we're going to chain 2, skip 2 chains, and then do 1 double crochet into each of the next 4 chains. So we skip 1 and 2 into each of the next 4, which is everything we have left. So you skip 2 and then you'll have 4 chains. Into each one of those, do a double crochet. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now that there is the end of row 1, we'll move on to row 2. For that, we're going to chain 3, which counts as a double crochet, and flip your work. You're going to do 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. So essentially, we're skipping the first one and into the next, a double crochet. And then you do 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches for a total of 3 after the turning chain. Now we're going to do the following repetition 2 times. You're going to chain 2 and then do 1 double crochet into the next double crochet. And do that again, chain 2 and do a double crochet into the next double crochet, which is this one here. Now we're going to do 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 double crochets. So we do a double crochet into each of the next 2. That's 1. That's 2. And all you'll have left is your turning chain. So you want to do a double crochet into the top of the turning chain. So onto that top chain, insert your hook and do a double crochet. This here is the end of row 2. For row 3, we're going to start with a chain 3, which counts as a double crochet, and flip your work. You're going to work 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. So again, we're going to be skipping the first one and then doing 1 double crochet into each of the next 3. So that's 1. I'm going to do these faster now. That's my 3rd one. Now we're going to be doing a chain 2. And you're going to do 1 double crochet into the same stitch as the last double crochet. So yarn over, go into that same stitch you just went into with your double crochet, and do another double crochet. Now we're going to do the following repetition 2 times. You're going to chain 2 and then do 1 double crochet into the next double crochet. and do that again. Chain 2, double crochet into the next double crochet. Now to finish this off, we just want to do a double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches and 1 into the turning chain. Just like we did before, 1 double crochet into each of the last 2 double crochets. And the last one's going to go into the top of the turning chain. Now this here is the end of row 3. Let's move on to row 4 here. We're going to chain 3 and flip your work. Again, we're going to skip the first stitch and then do 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. Now we're going to be doing the following repetition 3 times. You're going to do 2 double crochets into the next chain space. So around the chain space, 2 double crochets. And now you're going to do 1 double crochet into the next double crochet. And that's the repetition you want to do, a total of 3 times. So let's do it 2 more times. Into the next chain space, 2 double crochets. Into the next stitch, a double crochet. And now 1 more time, 2 double crochets into the next chain space. And a double crochet into the next stitch. And now to finish off this row, we're just going to do those double crochets into the last 2 stitches and 1 into the turning chain. This one's the 1 into the turning chain. It's my 3rd and last double crochet. This here is the end of row 4. Now for row 5, we're going to chain 3 and flip your work. We're going to skip the first stitch and do 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. So skip the first one, into the next, insert your hook, and double crochet. And now do it again into the next for 2, into the next for 3. Now we're going to do a chain 2. And then you want to do 1 double crochet into the same stitch as the last double crochet. So into that same stitch, a double crochet. Now we're going to chain 2, skip 2 stitches, and then do 1 double crochet into each of the next 4 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that there finishes row 5. This here is the end of the repeat as well. Essentially, to continue growing this, you just want to go back to the beginning of row 2. Repeat rows 2 through 5 until you have the length that you want. And when you're done, you're actually going to finish off on a row 4. So let me say that again. We're going to go back and repeat rows 2 through 5, however many times you need, except for the very last one, you're going to finish off after you finish row 4. Then you can go ahead and cut off your yarn and thread your ends through. Okay, and here we have it. I did a couple more repetitions and you'll notice that the top is flat. This is where you're going to attach it to your work. And then the triangles are just kind of hanging off, adding that beautiful open effect in the middle. These kind of little windows. Hey, while you're at it, why don't you just subscribe to my channel? Just do it. Just do it.